Hello, my name is Sheryl, Takagi Silzer, and in this session we talked about how the honor-shame dynamics works in East Asian cultures. So there's a number of questions you may have had in working with East Asians, and some of them are, did you ever wonder if people from East Asia or Confucian-influenced cultures are telling you the truth or only what you think they want to hear? Another question you might have is, do you wonder why your East Asian colleagues never disagree with you with what you say or what you do? And does that bother you? And then do you think some Asians treat others better than others? So these are three major questions that we looked at the workshop today, and going back to a little explanation of Confucianism, so that people can understand why people respond in the way that they do, why East Asians respond in the way that they do. One of the reasons is because these cultural practices are shaped by the hierarchical structure of Confucian social roles, and most Asians are very unaware that Confucianism is influencing how they respond, but it's very hierarchical. And Confucius was an actual person who lived and was actually raised by his mother, and education was very important. So in Confucian cultures, education is very important. So how you relate to people is very important. So the five main relationships in Confucianism is the subject to the ruler, the parent to the child, the husband to the wife, the older to the younger, and the friend to friend. And each one of these relationships are hierarchically structured. So the people in the lower section have to do what the people in the higher status tell them to do, so they cannot disagree with them. And so when an Asian walks into a room, it just looks around the room to see who all is there, and then he could figure out, okay, where do I belong? So are there some people that are older than me, or some people that are younger? And if so, I have to treat the ones that are older in a different way than I treat the ones that are younger. So all of these hierarchical relationships are just built into the Asian culture, and Asians know how they are supposed to act. Now, because we're also sinners, we may not want to act in that way, so that's another challenge to the hierarchical type of culture. Knowing your place is very important, and when you think about the Western culture, American culture, we don't have the same social distinctions. So we don't think about how we should relate to one another, but we treat each other as however we figure we want to be treated, or treat them how we want to treat them. But another reason for this is the whole group is watching. So if you don't act according to your role, then other people will help you to conform to what the expected standard is. So this helps you get a little bit of clue why people do not disagree with you, but want to tell you what you want to hear because of your status situation. And if you are higher status, you are expected to be treated better than other people. And so it's just built into the culture. So hopefully this gives you a little idea of the workshop, and we hope maybe to see you again next time.